Sounds the same.
Yeah, we'll see.
I look all alone. Hi, Charles.
Oh gosh, are you attending?
Here, take notes.
No pressure.
Download it using.
Is the 22nd today?
Feels like a Friday.
It does.
I usually teach Ignite on Thursdays, but I taught it on Tuesday this week. So Tuesday, yeah, it felt like a Thursday.
Oh man.
Weird.
We're all mixed up.
Okay.
You know how many people have joined recently, like this past month to other lessons? 8?
9 in June. May was May the 13th.
Oh wow.
11.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Elizabeth is so busy with orientations.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, one more joining next week for sure. But us at 10. I don't know if anyone else. We'll see.
That's a lot more than I was expecting. I think, is that like a big?
I feel like this is the peak time of year.
People
Maybe.
to join?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be my guess. More so than like around the holidays, I think. Yeah, when she said it's summer, spring, summer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, as we're going through here and we're thinking about this, I mean, while that might feel big for us. There's brokerages that do 15 to 20 a month.
Dang.
Yeah, and like the DTC, 15 to 20. We average 6 to 10.
I like the smallness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it based on size, that brokerage is. I mean, double that
500
size,
agents.
or triple. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
This is my performance review. It feels like it.
So it's going up this morning.
Like Charles knows more about ChatGPT than I do. Actually,
Yeah, Elizabeth, they use it a lot. They use it a lot with emails and social media posts and stuff.
I've used it once,
Oh, nice, what do you use it for?
for my husband's green card application, we needed to like find some, well, this wasn't required. But I just wanted to have it in case, I had to send over like proof that we were married, and so. I just had our sponsors which we made enough money at the time, but they still like asked you to have financial sponsors in case you can't make it here in America. Yeah, so I was like, all right, I don't know how to write it anymore, like, we need to do this quick. So I just typed in exactly what we needed, and then it was like, just fill in the blanks with like the names.
Was it like a recommendation letter template almost?
It was basically just saying, yes, we are their sponsors. I mean, it was very professionally written. But it was basically just to state like, yes, we will financially back them if they can't survive here. And like, yes, they are married.
Yeah.
Yes, we will help them if needed, but we don't need to, in a very professional way. It was-
Yeah, it sounded a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
It looked very formal, like it was written by a lawyer or something.
Yeah. So. That you use chat.
I've used it like 2 or 3 times. I want to say the last time I used it, it was for. What was it? It wasn't that long ago, actually. It was for a post. I don't remember what the post was.
Was it your social media one?
Yeah,
Your intro one? Or a social media post?
well, yeah, it was for a social media one. I used it for my intro one as well. My hello, I'm in real estate.
Yeah.
Post. But yeah, it's really useful. I could never like in a million years come up with something that like well written,
Yeah.
just like it would take me hours to even like.
Especially when you're not feeling creative and
Yeah.
yet you have a deadline, it's like, I just, and it takes so much work and so much effort, and then you're not happy with it in the end. So, yeah, I definitely think it's helpful, so.
And if you don't like it, you can just rewrite it and just tweak it until it's perfect.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a bit today, like you don't have to use it word for word, you can just use it as an idea. Morning, Jasmine, or afternoon, Jasmine. Let me shut the door. and then-
Hello.
No, not before. Stephanie Liz just joined our brokerage this week. Stephanie, you joined in June, right? Or was it May?
It was beginning of May, but technically June. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And then y'all were at the same event, right, with Jasmine?
And the other teacher
The
that you
secret
made,
one, yeah.
yes, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, so Jasmine's still in school, she'll be finishing up soon,
Yeah,
so.
and do you have your test scheduled? Can she hear me back here?
Yeah, no, not at the moment.
Not at the moment, well, best of luck, if you need study tips, let me know.
Honestly,
Thank you.
I don't know if you're doing school with this brokerage, but just listen to the audios over and over and over again.
Yes.
I would listen to them so much that I would literally go to sleep and like in my sleep, I would look up the definitions. And I would just put them together like.
You're like dreaming of it and.
Yeah, I literally would. It was funny.
You have to know it that well to be able to.
Going to sleep like, oh yeah, commission for this and that.
Yeah, exactly, that's funny. Okay, awesome, so, today we're gonna go over how to implement ChatGPT in your business, so we're gonna talk about it in the context of lead generation, lead follow-up, social media marketing, and more. So I know y'all are a little familiar with it, but just to give an intro, it's an AI, artificial intelligence chatbot, developed by OpenAI. So, were either of y'all on AIM when you were
Yes.
growing up? Do y'all remember the chatbots that they had?
Like when you're messaging someone?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I remember they had like a few, there's like a Valentine's Day Cupid one or something like that. So it's a similar technology to that. Also, if you've ever been like on someone's website and you're like interacting with the customer service chat before they connect you with someone.
Yeah.
It's a similar technology to that, and yet it's more developed, and this one especially has taken off because it's able to give you text that's more conversational, which seems more like human and real than chat bots in the past. So it really can be a powerful tool for your business. So we'll go through some strategies and examples of how y'all can use it to make your business and just life easier and save time and energy. So I wanted to start actually asking it how it describes itself, so y'all can see how it works.
Oh, wow.
So it's super fast. Sometimes it takes a little longer if you're giving it something that it needs to think about, but I mean, it's pretty fast and it answers pretty, thoroughly. This is more than just one sentence. And this is, even as I'm skimming it, I feel like this reads like a human would type. So before we go through some, whoops. examples. So I just want to go through the limitations really quick for some tips. So just FYI, it might occasionally generate incorrect information, and it has limited knowledge of world and events after 2021. So I would not ask it something like, what are the current Denver market stocks? Because that's likely out of date info. What you could do is give it a few stats and say something like, give me a paragraph describing the Denver market with 1,000 active homes, 1,000 pending, 2,000 sold, and the days of market decreasing in the past few months, something like that. So you could give it information and have it write it, and yet I wouldn't ask it for that information that you really need to be up to date. Does that make sense to y'all? Okay. And then along those same notes, focus on giving it commands, not asking it questions. So when you can word something as a command, it tends to receive that better and be able to answer it better. And then also when it comes to generating something from scratch, if it's going to be something public facing, you can, although I wouldn't necessarily use it word for word. One of the things that has come up with this technology is like copyright or plagiarism. So if you're using it, say, to write blog posts and it's pulling info from other blog posts on the internet, you might not realize that, and yet it might be plagiarizing. So you're just, it's hard to know 100%, and you don't want to upset someone who's published a blog post or something like that. So I think when it comes to like your website content, or something that will be on Google, like a blog post, I would be really careful. A social media caption, I don't think that's as formal or as serious, but if it's something that's going to be living on Google, then I would just make sure you're, editing it enough that it won't be flagged. So any questions about these best practices? Nope. Okay. And then one last tip before we jump into using it. So it helps you add additional info. For example, you say from the perspective of a real estate agent, or if you're wanting to reach a certain audience, you would say from the perspective of a first-time home buyer or a Denver home seller or something like that. You can also add a specific tone of voice, like funny, conversational, professional, something like that. I know Andrea that one time had it right in pirate, I think, so that's kind of
that was me. I was talking, oh, yes.
I was putting,
Yes,
yes,
we were just talking about that.
yeah, it was pirate, right?
Yeah.
But she did, yes, so that's, kind of a tone of voice. If you want something to be more formal or informal, you can have them rewrite it or just add that on the end of what you're asking. And yeah, so any questions about these little add-ons or tips like that? No. Okay, so now let's go through some examples. So we're going to go through the different ways that you can use it. So starting with branding, here's an example of how it can help you with your real estate agent branding. So I'm going to say, give me 10 real estate agent taglines. And another tip, I like to ask it for more than one thing so you can see different options. If I were to just say, give me one tagline, I might not like that one, but now that I see 10, it gives me more of an idea. And I could also combine some of them if I wanted to. So say I wanted those to be, let's see, make those have a fun. Let's try to make those more funny. Let's see. We providing me estate and real estate. I like this one, open doors, open possibilities. So yeah, I think these are great options. Do y'all have a tagline yet, or are y'all no? So you would definitely you can Google taglines, and yet you can also come to ChatGPT to ask for examples. So say you like, let's see, this one, I'm gonna put give me 10, oops. Okay. Okay, so it's using the word dream again, the word key again. So you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to use what they give you word for word. And it really does respond well to additional requests, like updates. So I do think it can be really helpful with branding or just brainstorming things like this. So any questions about this example? Okay, awesome. Now let's go through more ways that it can help you brainstorm. So here's an example of give me the top 10 frequently asked questions of first-time homebuyers. So say you have a buyer consultation with a first-time homebuyer and you want to make sure you're really prepared and you want to know what questions they're likely going to ask you. You can come here and ask ChatGPT to help you brainstorm for that. You could also use this for a social media post. An email, all sorts of things. So these are the top 10 questions it gives. I think, one is a pretty common one. A lot of first-time homebuyers don't realize that we can't tell them what they can afford, but a lot of times they'll ask, and that's our, opportunity to connect them with a lender. So let's see. First three all sort of involve the affordability. 6 is a great one. I think people ask a lot. Home inspection as well. That's typically the contract to close process that most first-time homebuyers know about or have heard about. Timing is also a big one because a lot of times they have an apartment lease or something that they're trying to time out perfectly. Earnest money, I also think is great to go over because that's one of the initial things they need to spend money on. So you need to make sure they're prepped for that. So just kind of want to go through those briefly to show you all that, these are valid questions. And I do think that ChatGPT is giving questions that really are accurate to first-time home buyers. So yeah, any questions about this example? No? Okay. And now we'll go into creating ad copy. So say you're running a Facebook ad through command. You give me 10 Facebook ad headlines for a first-time home buyer. Okay. And then let's do like make those less formal. That's funny. I find that the easiest thing to do is make it more formal or less formal. I feel like that's just an easy way to get different options. Awesome. Y'all have any ones that you want to try to input at this point? Any thoughts? No?
I have it, but does it cost anything to download this?
Oh, no, it's free.
Cool.
Yeah, they do have you can upgrade to the plus, which I'm not even sure what features that gives you, but everything I'm doing right now is free. So, and it does, I think it saves some of your chats, although I'm not sure how long it does that. So I'd make sure you're maybe copy pasting what it gives you into a separate document. Any other questions?
Maria, I came late. I don't know if you covered this part. I have hard time to log in or to get the chat GPT. How do you do that?
I created an account. If you go to this website, let me put it in the chat.
Are you going to send us the recording or I need to take notes?
Oh, I can send you the recording, yeah. So it's just chat.openai.com. And then it just let me create an account. I did it through my Google Gmail. I don't know if that made a difference, but it just let me create an account. I think you can use it without creating an account, but it's free to do one, so you might as well.
Okay.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Thank you.
No? Okay, let's keep going through some of these examples. So we're going to touch on now writing from scratch, and then we'll also go over improving your writing. So say you are just feeling super tired or not creative and you want help responding to a text or an email. Something as simple as give me a polite response to a potential real estate buyer client, letting me know they need to reschedule our buyer consultation can work. So here's what they give. Awesome, and then just to show you the flip side, less formal. Yeah, so I feel like I tend to like the less formal ones, except I don't know that I would put like questions or stuff we want to discuss. But I would maybe take, most of these sentences and then a couple of these and combine them together for the email. So have any of you used these for emails yet, or ChatGPT for emails yet? No, okay, and then we'll also go over, this is what Elizabeth and Charles use it often for, is making their email sound better, or maybe fixing typos or things like that. It really can help if you're just wanting something to, maybe you have a basic idea of what your intro to real estate social media post is going to be, and yet you want it to sound better. You can write something like, make the following email more persuasive, and I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Hi Violet, I hope this email finds you well. I was emailing to ask if you have any availability this week to meet for our listing consultation. I know you said you were busy lately because of work, but I'd love to meet with you and help you move forward on selling your home. See what it says. I think it's succinct. I don't even know what that word is, but awesome. So they definitely fleshed it out a little bit. Gave a little bit of info on the value that'll maybe make them be willing to schedule the meeting. And overall just made it sound a little bit, more formal and nice sounding. So, any questions about this example? Oh, okay.
I've never thought about doing this.
Yeah, we can do another one. Let's see. All right. So make the following social media caption more nice sounding and professional. Let's see. Okay. And actually, let's see what it gives us if I just give it one sentence.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so even with just one sentence of saying I'm a real estate agent, it gives me all of that. So, and it even uses emojis. So you could even say like use more emojis. Oops. There we go. And it even uses like real estate ones like the key. So,
That's kind of cool.
yeah, I think it's super cool. And I love how, like humans in conversational sounding it is. Like I'm thrilled to share some wonderful news with you all. I feel like that sounds like one of us typing that or saying that. So, I would maybe change some of these little words of things that I don't say often. Like I don't think I ever say hello, lovely people. But I might edit that to hi everyone, because that's usually what I say. And yet this has given me so much to start with. And with just a few tweaks, it can sound like you really spent your time and energy on writing this. So any questions about making it help you with your writing?
You said flesh it out, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And what is that telling it to do exactly?
Flesh it out is like extending it. I'm not even sure. Flesh it out. I don't know more details. It's like to expand. It's like if you have a sentence, it'll expand it into several sentences. Yeah, flesh something out. Or you could just say make it longer. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions? No? Okay. Now we're going to go into scripts. So while Keller Williams does provide a lot of scripts for us, there might be a time where you can't find a script, or maybe you just don't have time to go try to dig through the scripts and find the relevant ones. So we'll do give me a phone script for a real estate agent calling a potential seller client and asking to schedule a listing consultation. I have to think about this one apparently. Awesome, and it even writes the potential seller's side of the conversation. Super long. Awesome, okay, so let's go back to the top. So. Gives the intro, asks how they are. This almost seems like more of a cold script. That they're just calling a homeowner in a specific neighborhood. Let's see. Kind of goes over steps, a frequently asked question of how long it'll take. Goes through availabilities, let's say, edit that. Because I've met them before, I'm not sure if that's the right wording. Yeah, it's working, yeah. Okay. So now with that extra information, it rewrote the script as if you've connected with them before. So it includes that it's great to reconnect with you. We met here. How have you been? You know, while there are scripts out there that KW or other people provides, you really can find or build the perfect script through ChatGPT for your exact situation. It can be something as simple as just calling someone to check in, or even like if you need to talk through a price decrease with a seller and you're nervous about doing that, you could come here, get a good script, maybe ask what the like frequently asked questions are for a seller decreasing their property, and see what it gives you. So we'll do that one as an example. Then I'll do this again. Give me a phone script for a real estate agent calling a potential seller client to decrease the price on their listing by 50,000. Okay, so I gave ChatGPT a little bit of info about the situation we're in, and now it's going to write this script for us. Let's see, so here's the intro part. I think this is probably a common question. They want to know why she hasn't gone on the contract. It's typically priced, so that definitely is a frequently asked question. Let's see. I like this part. I would maybe, since it's not pulling up-to-date market info, I would maybe edit this part where it just says the current market conditions and give more information about what those current market conditions are. Let's see. Here's another frequently asked question. And this is verbiage that I've like seen in scripts before. It'll help position your property more attractively in comparison to similar listings. It even knows that we're going to need to do an amendment to update the price. So it really does have a lot of knowledge, and I think this is a great script. So any questions about this one? No, let's see. We'll do. Great. Okay. And then if you wanted to do further prep, you could come and prep this list of frequently asked questions. So I think these are all super relevant. Profit, Is it gonna speed things up? What happens to negotiate, the negotiation process? Timing. And things like that. So any questions about this aspect of ChatGPT? No? Okay. Now we'll go through, we have a few more to go through, so now with social media specifically, so social media is typically what I've seen people using ChatGPT before. While you can use it for emails, texts, things like that, a great way to start implementing it is with social media. So let's start with branding or brainstorming, sorry. So here are 10 real ideas for a real estate agent. So these are pretty broad. These would probably function as like a caption or the title as well as the subject of the reel. So let's see. Make those more geared towards sellers. And then it gives more options. So I think, let's see. I like this third one especially. I like the selling smarter, not harder. And this one as well. So any questions about this? No? Okay. And then, so let's have it give us a script. So say you take one of these ideas, you can have it give you an actual script for the reel. Say you're filming a speaking video and you're going to be speaking to the camera, talking through this subject, you can have it give you that as well. So we'll start with this one and then we can take another example. So. Really had to think about it. And it's even giving us the scene details. A real estate agent holding a clipboard stands in front of a camera. The agent appears friendly and knowledgeable. It's giving us the different shots to get, which is pretty funny. So you could film this, you could just take the script and just film it, you know, in one place, or if you had a house that you could film in, you could do all of these different shots that it's telling you to do as well. This is pretty long. So this is giving us. I'm gonna say stop generating, I'm gonna say make that shorter. Because I probably don't want to film a reel that long. There we go. That's more like it. So you could film, if say you're filming a longer video for YouTube, I think this script would be great. However, if you're just filming a quick story video or something you just want to run through really fast, this looks like a great script. And even in the video, if you just wanted maybe to list these out, and then in the caption, you could expand on them. I think that's a great idea as well. So let's go back up to the examples. Do any of these stand out to y'all as one you want to write a script for?
I really want to write this script for first time.
Okay, what subject? Or do you not know yet?
I don't know yet.
Okay, so will it be a video or will it just be a caption, or what are you thinking?
So we're gonna be promoting a class, and I'm not sure if I want to do a video. Yeah, I feel like the video catches people's attentions best than the caption does.
Okay, so give me a video script for a. And what's the class?
When is it?
What is it? Sorry.
Well, it's for the first time home buying process, basically just like getting ready at that stuff.
First time home buyer class. Okay, let's see what that gives us. Awesome, okay. So again, this one is a little long, so you could shorten it, but it starts out with a question and then the invite. And then it goes through more details, so let's actually shorten that and make it more fun sounding. That doesn't seem shorter. Okay, awesome. How does that look to you, Stephanie?
It sounds too professional, probably not something I would say.
Okay, make it less formal sounding. If you take out the like text on the screen, fade out parts, it's not as long, but let's see. Shorten that to 5 sentences. So you can keep playing with it if it's not giving you exactly what you want, so.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Well, I'm gonna write it.
That's funny. I like that we'll guide you through every step from market trends to finding the perfect home. Awesome. Yeah. Oops.
Oh, I'm very emotionalized.
Yeah. It's hidden by the backdrop, so. Okay, and then that actually made me think of the event that you and Jasmine attended. We actually came up with a title for that through ChatGPT.
Oh.
So, Stephanie, have y'all thought of a title yet for your class?
We have it.
Okay, so let's see. Give me a fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, and I meant to, I meant to ask for. Forgive me. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. I know, that's funny. I like the Home Sweet Home 101 crash course in first time homeowner success. I like this first one I gave. Let's say like make. I think I kept asking for informal, so it was giving me, it was remembering that. Awesome. Any of these stand out to you, Stephanie?
The first one sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. What was the first one? You still like the first one best?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do too. Yeah. Awesome. Hopefully that helped. But yeah, you can use this, I mean, for anything and everything, brainstorming seminar or class titles, anything that involves words, you can use this for, and it really does help. So, any questions about what we've gone over? Okay, and then the last one, so we'll do one more with improving your writing. So make the following caption flow better and more catchy. Hi everyone, I hope y'all are having a great day so far. I just want to remind y'all that real estate agent. And if you're interested in buying, selling, or investing in real estate in a greater Denver area, I'd love to help. Comment below. So. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think it sounds a little bit more exciting language than the one I use. So, would this be a caption y'all would use, or would you want it to be more formal, less formal? What are your thoughts?
I think it's just kind of short, because the one I got off of ChatGPT.
Right along with Jasmine, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say maybe something a little more informal, I guess.
Okay, so let's do make it less formal and longer.
Mine says, big news alert. I hope this message finds you all well and with high spirits. I wanted to share some exciting news with you. I have recently become a licensed real estate agent. It's a new chapter in my life that I am incredibly thrilled about. I am now ready to assist you in your loved ones with any real estate needs you may have. Whether it's finding your dream home, selling a property, or exploring investment opportunities, I am here to guide you every step of the way. I am passionate about helping people achieve their real estate goals and look forward to serving you with utmost dedication and care. And I also speak fluent Spanish. Thank you for being a part of this exciting new chapter in my life.
Nice. I love
It was like short and like it got to the point and it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Awesome.
it took me a lot of tweaking, like a lot.
Yeah,
You wanna make it sound.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it sound like
exactly.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah,
new words.
nice. Yeah, it definitely seems more formal. It's still not really that long, so let's try make it 3 times. Or something. See what it gives us.
Not even wants to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like this one. I would probably like replace this sentence with saying, introducing that I'm an agent, if this is an initial agent post,
That sounds like Spider-Man.
as your friendly. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like that it kind of brings up first time homebuyer or investor. I like that, so I'm gonna say, because it said to insert emojis, I'm gonna have it do that itself.
I wanted to go say hi to the baby.
Yeah. He's so cute. Awesome, yeah, I think that looks great. Well, it's funny because those are even emojis I feel like I use a lot at Star, so, nice, okay, awesome. So do you have your computer with you, Liz? No, that's okay. So what I want us to do is, everyone create a, social media post. So we'll do a little workshop for the, end of class. So, Liz, yours will likely be your intro to real estate one. Stephanie, yours may just be,
I think I'm gonna make one about an open house that I'm having this weekend.
okay,
I'm
awesome.
creating the flyer right now. I'm gonna make a post about it. And add the caption that I create and then create the flyer and then. Use the flyer for my stories.
Okay, so you maybe could do the caption right now for it. And then Jasmine, since you're still in, or you're still getting your license, maybe yours could be about the fact that you're in the process of becoming an agent. And then, Luciana, what do you think you want to do for yours?
Say one more time.
Oh, sorry. What do you think you want to do for yours for a social media post? What topic do you want to pick?
FHA loans.
Okay, awesome. So yours maybe basic FHA loan info for a buyer client. Awesome. So, any questions? Liz, we could do it on my computer since you don't have yours. Any questions before we take a few minutes to do this?
So when I post, I was thinking about doing a video,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure. Would I be able to just like do like a video and like a post on Facebook? Because I don't know how a video on Facebook will reach people. Is my
Yeah.
thing. Like I don't know if a video on Facebook will reach people as much as a post.
I think a video would probably reach people more than a post, if it was a video of you, like of your face. And it
Okay.
reach it more, so yeah, maybe you could ask it for a video script and a
Okay.
caption script for that, yeah,
That makes sense. Okay, thank you.
awesome. So Liz, what was yours again? Oh, your intro, so let's see.
Yeah, I haven't done any posts yet about this, since it's only happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. Give me a social
Did you
media.
just, take your, that's on Tuesday, or this Tuesday?
But just for the state one, I couldn't pass the state one.
Did you pass the national one?
On the second try. Okay, yeah, but I was only off by like 3 or 4 questions. At almost every time.
I know, that's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I went in there, like, didn't even study the state part. Like, I basically, like, I would listen to the audience here and there, but I was mainly focused on the national, and I went in and I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna try on the state, I'm not trying, but
Focus on
I'm
that.
gonna focus on the national, that's it. And I went in and I still had like 20 questions left on the national, and I ran out of time.
No.
And then I was like, oh, well, I can't do anything, so I just, did the state portion. And then I passed the state portion by one question. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cause all that studying for the nationals kind of carries over.
Yeah, it does. It was just like the certain little things. Yeah, I was shook. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
So
but
then
you
you
had
had
to
to-
take the nationals.
Yeah, I retook it one more time and I passed it.
Yeah, no, I was crunching for time. Too. Just
Yeah.
like throwing those
I know
extra.
extra 10 questions. I'm like, if you're not even gonna agree with them, what's the
I
point?
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
Do
frustrating.
you have your license for Colorado as well, or just for Texas?
I have it for Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and I had reciprocity because I've been an agent for 4 years. So I only had to take the Colorado exam.
Oh,
That was
Colorado
nice.
portion?
Yeah, that I didn't have to retake the national, because I'm pretty sure I had more trouble with the national in Texas, so. And it was nice that I didn't have to know as many things, so,
Yeah.
but yeah, awesome, okay, so this is what it gave you
Oh, wow.
so far. And it definitely knows that I wanted emojis since I asked for that, so.
Wait, what is that? Next to the
What,
rainbow.
Looks like a briefcase.
Oh, a briefcase. Cute.
Nice, okay, what do you think of this so far? What would you change about this?
I don't usually do those tags like at the, I know that's how you.
Those.
Oh, hashtags. Yeah, I haven't done hashtags since like 2012.
Honestly, hashtags come in handy so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
They really do.
before I never really got to see hashtags was silly. And now like, they really do get more audience.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
That's true. But even just like the opening exciting announcement, like. I usually just go in, I usually don't really like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
some grand thing to say, even though it is grand, I usually just.
Yeah. So maybe if we just took out that part.
But yeah, let me read the rest here. Yeah. I think I'd probably, copy that whole thing and then just. Like put it in Word and then just go through it manually and take out stuff. Yeah, and just tweak it like that, or I like doing it the reverse way, like you said, like tweak what you've already written. I think I'll probably maybe use that approach, but I'll take a look at this and, And then I'll probably want a professional photo.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I don't know, cause I have my Instagram like private right now, but I was thinking of like. Attaching, like making a new profile specifically for real estate, but I don't even know. What, how, like, I don't know, I was gonna ask you questions about like, people who do that, is it better to attach to your personal profile, or is it better to make something, but then advertise to the people who you're already friends with? Because I like to have it private, and for the people who know me,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. So, ultimately it's up to you. For me, when I did start, I did, initially create a second account. But my issue, or at least what happened with me, is I like was trying to get people to go follow that one, and only a couple hundred people went over there.
Yeah.
And it was just getting not much engagement, and it was all business, content.
Mhm.
And, I started posting some of the business stuff on my personal page as well, and that got significantly more because there was a bigger audience, so. Kind of over time, and it was a lot of work to keep up with both of them, so I ended up getting rid of the second one. There are people out there that have two, but for me, like, I feel like I want to be as efficient as possible with my time, and since I was seeing better results with mixing my content, I wanted to do that. So, I would recommend like maybe going through your private page and maybe deleting or hiding certain posts that you don't want to be public, and then
Like post for 2012.
yeah, and then switching it over, and then, like, for me, I share, a lot of, like, my hikes and my cats. But I don't share, like, all of my personal life on there, so, and I don't think you have to, so, I think if there's something you wanna share to only a few people, I would almost just do that on your story and create the close friends list. Yeah, and then I would just make your feed just, for everyone, yeah, I feel like it's easier in the end. But yeah, I think that's a common like question or thought as people get started, because they have these personal pages that they've had like for years and years, like, and always just thought that it was only gonna be friends and family on there, so, yeah, good question.
I feel like something that really told me was that the people that have on social media, like, for example, I like to go to a lot of music festivals, that's my audience, so that's basically my people, and at first I was like, I should probably delete all my posts, like, they're not like bad posts, they're just like, you can tell I like to party a lot. But it really is my audience, and like, just last weekend, I met some great people, and they're like, oh, like, maybe in the future something, like,
Yeah.
you can help us out, and it really is, it just depends on your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can connect with you, like what we're talking about, they can connect with you through music or through hiking or through whatever, and then when they need to buy or sell, they're already connected to you. So, I don't know the percentage of the population that buys or sells every year, but it's a really low percentage, I mean, compared to everyone. So I think you definitely want to reach people and just build your audience with everyone, and they can send you referrals in the meantime, so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have another question?
Oh, that's just something to think about. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't put a ton of thought into. 'Cause I've been so focused on passing the exam that I'm just like, all my energy was on that, and. Now I'm just like, oh, I need to think about those things more in depth that were in the back of my head, and so. I've got so many things floating in my head that I need to
Brainstorm on,
yeah. Maybe I'll ask the chat what.
Yeah. What nothing? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, you can email that to me.
Okay, yeah, I just did.
Thank you.
And then, so did everyone get a chance to at least do a rough draft of their social media posts?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
It's super short, just because I don't like to make the classes super.
Yeah.
It says, join me for my open house this Saturday and Sunday. And then in another sentence it says, hey there, friends and neighbors, I'm excited to invite you all to my open house happening this weekend. Come on over and let's have a blast exploring this new home together. And then it has the date already set for me with like emojis, and then the time, like it's basically what I would have done, I just gotta put in the time.
Nice.
And the date, and then it has like a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm not gonna add that. I'm gonna add, can't wait to see you all at. I think it thinks it's a open house, but I'm just gonna be good with my own wording, and it says, can't wait to see you all at my place, here for weekend filled with laughter, good company and a whole lot of fun. It wouldn't be the same. Instead of, can't wait to see you all at my place. And do, can't wait to see you all at this open house, or at the open house. Get ready for a weekend filled with laughter, with me, and a whole lot of fun. Probably
That
not.
sounds like it thinks you're doing like a welcome party.
Yeah,
to your
it
new
does.
home or something.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Looking at.
Nice, like that.
Probably add like, I'm doing this for somebody else and it would modify it to
Yeah.
Yeah.
fit your situation then.
I would.
Do you put, from the perspective of a real estate agent?
No, I wrote, welcome to my open house on Saturday and Sunday, invitation informal.
So I wonder if you added from the perspective of an agent, it would then leave that, yeah. Awesome. And then Zoomers, Jasmine and Luciana, did y'all get a rough draft with y'all's?
Definitely.
Awesome. Did you have any questions come up?
Besides the one that I had earlier, no. I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to publish.
Nice. And then, Luciana, what about you? Did you get a rough draft?
Oh, there's actually one.
Nice stuff to write. Did it rewrite it better?
It says, welcome to the hottest open house event this weekend. Hey there, house hunters and curious ones. As your friendly neighborhood real estate agent, I'm absolutely thrilled to invite you to the most exciting open house happening this Saturday and Sunday. Get ready for a home tour like no other. Daytime location. And it has a whole bunch of like exclusive home showcases, which I'm not gonna have that. Expert guidance, I'm not gonna have that either. Insider sneak peeks. Spread the word, feel free to invite friends, family, and anyone on the lookout for the dream home. Dream is caring, and the more the merrier. Let's turn this open house into a memorable experience for all. That's actually funny, I would add that.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that does seem like that helps a little bit. So, yeah, if it's not giving you exactly what you want, give it a little bit more info and see what it changes. So, last thing, so, Charles actually got this from Inman. They have an article on their website and he pulled it, and it's 40 prompts that you can use. So in addition to the ones we went over today, it goes through, some client focused ones, social media optimization, answering tough questions, generating ideas, past client appreciation, and then community focus. So I'll email this to each of y'all right after this. So if you need help brainstorming what to ask it for, you can try that, or just let me know if y'all need help on it in the future. So any last questions? Any from Zoom? Nope, awesome, sounds good, thanks everyone, I'll send y'all the email with the prompts shortly.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Bria. I love this.
Bye. Okay, nice, let me email that to y'all.
What area of Colorado do you live in?
Here in town. Oh. Yeah, how about you?
I live all the way in Fort. Where is that? It's like, you know where Brighton is? Yeah, it's like over there.
Is there, was this the closest kind of items or?
No, I wasn't, there's a lot of different ones, but I went to school here, and I had already met Charles. And I was just already comfortable with like
Yeah,
being here. And then when I interviewed with the brokers, I asked Charles for like contracts and it's just so I can get a little bit more feedback on that.
yeah.
And I think that's really cool. We work together, and she helped me out a lot, so,
Are you talking about Alexia?
yeah.
That's cool, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, dang, you just got your license and you're already doing an open house and.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
honestly, I feel like I am, I think open house is really good, they definitely help me get comfortable. People, so,
Yeah.
I've already, I've done a couple, they're not my open houses.
Yeah.
Basically, like,
You just fill in.